Hello, everybody. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas. This morning, a friend of mine commented on my Facebook, Jordan Knighteth. He said, "Still makes my stomach drop to this very day. The first time I heard activity right there in your home in person. That is just beyond terrifying." Jordan was a witness to the crimes here, to the burglar alarms going off here and on move, and what's going on here. I replied and I said, most people can't imagine how scary it is until they've lived through it, and your help really made a difference. The dust falling from the rafters on that windless day, which was caught on camera, was a huge clue. That is what told me there was a false ceiling up there. A guy on Facebook later told me that he used to work for the security company and they would build false ceilings in the attics of homes so the owner and his family could hide just in case somebody broke in. That explains why they could set off motion alarms and you could hear them moving around, but when you went up there, you couldn't see anybody. Then they've been hiding in the false ceiling. And it's also where they sleep. It's more than one person, too. This isn't some random person breaking into a home. This home was rigged. And I suspect they've done this same thing at the many other homes where people have been reported in the attic. In most of the rigged homes, the owners don't even know that people are living in their attic. I'm going to show you this video. This was made while Jordan was here this day.
Today. Okay, we got a burglar alarm going on. I can't see it. There it is right there. Okay.
Look at that. Look at that. Insulation
Could be over
falling.
here.
You see all that insulation falling?
It is falling in.
Yeah.
How come we don't?
Dude.
I know.
Whoa.
Yeah, see, and that's when we figured out that, or I figured out that there's a false ceiling up there. That's what was causing that dust to fall in front of the camera. Okay. Here, let me go on these comments. There are clues up there that somebody worked on the ceiling roof. In this picture, you can see the new wood. No amount of proof and evidence seems to make any difference to the Midland Police Department, who I tagged, who is obviously involved in this organized crime consisting of rigging private homes for burglary, theft, and murders. Okay, I'm going to show you a picture taken up in my attic, and you can see real clear where the original wood's here. That's all new wood right there. This beam, this support bracket's brand new. That support bracket's brand new. Okay, it's just a lot. It's real easy to tell that they worked on the ceiling and the roof of that attic. Okay. One day I sneaked a camera in the bathroom and caught the burglar in the attic making a noise when I was taking a bath. I've heard them hundreds of times now, and so has other people such as Jordan. This overwhelming amount of proof and evidence about these crimes and murders have been ignored by the Midland Police Department. Okay.
What are you doing, man?
Here, I hear it. I sneaked the camera into the bathroom that day and caught them making a noise up there. That was coming from my attic. I was reporting burglar alarms going off my attic to the Midland Police Department on the night that I was shot and my phone lines cut. I had installed motion detectors up there to prove to the police that somebody was up there, and now I know that the police already knew this. The police and the press have been working with this criminal gang that has been rigging homes for burglary, theft, and sometimes murders. And I'm going to show you here. This is me crawling after I was shot. The reason I crawled out is because they cut my phone lines and then shot me, and I was saying burglar alarms going off. The nurse documented this at 11:27. I was crawling out at 10:42, and here she documented me telling the police their sirens going off. The alarms kept going off, and the alarms were going off in the attic. I had people in my attic when I was shot with my phone lines cut. A premeditated murder attempt that the Midland Police Department's involved in. I made about 100 videos of burglar alarms going off in my attic, and it finally became clear this isn't a proof problem. This is a public corruption problem. The Midland Police Department was provided this proof. These violent criminals are being allowed to break into my home and the many other homes rigged like it. Somehow we must find some law enforcement not involved in this organized crime and racketeering. These crimes at my home have never stopped. This one day I was taking a bath and
I'm in the bathtub and now the alarm in the attic's going off.
you can hear the alarm in the background going off.
Anyway, I would listen to it there. I see my foot. And
These criminals tried to come up with everything in the world they could. Oh, you were setting off the alarms and making the videos. Well, that time I'm in the bathtub, so it'd be pretty hard for me to set off alarm in the attic. On my first call for a burglary, which wasn't for somebody in the attic, Midland Police Department officer Tony Corson said I was possible 1096 or crazy. On my second call for a burglary of a habitation, which was my first call for people in the attic, the same officer called me 1096. As seen, I was hiding in my closet with guns as I was scared to death. This was a year before they cut my phone lines and shot me with burglar alarms going off in my attic. I later figured out this is what they're doing to all of the crime victims who report people in the attic. That's what the police are doing to all of the crime victims. They're calling them crazy. This was the first call. This wasn't even people in the attic. This is just somebody broke in my home in November 2010, and it was Anthony Corson, and maybe somebody ran out the sliding glass door, and already he said possible 1096. And here I was a 25-year, company man, granddad, homeowner, had somebody break in my home, reported the place, and they already called me crazy, and here on the second call, 2 months later, January 2011, can hear noises, block the attic. Complainant is holding his 9mm in closet with a shotgun, scared to death. Anthony Corson again, and Michael Chandler, the husband of April Chandler, and complainant's 1096. That was Anthony Corson. They then promoted Tony Corson, Anthony Corson, to be over internal affairs for the Midland Police. So if you report a dirty cop, that's who does it. And as far as I'm concerned, he's a dirty cop. Here's one thing I see all the time: have the cameras in the attic ever got anybody? And, and right off the bat, I'm thinking, oh, this is somebody that, they always bring that up. So I suspect Bob Mahaney may know something. I said, yes, the lack of video proof is something people in this violent crime ring bring up. I installed cameras before I shot my phone lines cut, even though the home intruders would set off the motion detectors. I couldn't catch them on camera. I did see a young Hispanic guy in my attic one day on a camera. He was out of view before I got it recorded. 3 times I saw people in my attic. And after I was crippled for life in a premeditated murder attempt, I proved they were hacking the cameras. This proof was provided to the evidence, to the police, and posted on the internet, etc. Now there's an embarrassing amount of proof. Says there's 50 other homeowners reporting people in the attic. Proof of tunnels, underground homes here. Proof I wasn't shot with my gun, and more proofs. And I even asked him. I said, "Do you have information on the crimes and murders here?" And so here on this video.
3 though. It should be showing up on camera number 3. That was a burglar alarm that we seen yesterday. I recorded yesterday, and that's what I was talking about. Sometimes they don't show up on them other camera feeds. That's because these criminals are hacking these cameras or compromising them, and that's how they bypass it. And that has been used to commit these crimes against me, which includes the capital.
See, that's what they're doing, as they were freezing the camera. After I was shot with my phone lines cut and burglar alarms going off in the attic, Midland Police Department officer April Chandler claims I'm a paranoid schizophrenic on the police report. I hadn't been diagnosed with this disease, nor do I have it. She just made it up right after I'd survived a murder attempt. As seen, I was cleared by mental health at the hospital. I don't have this disease, okay? This was attached to my name, so any police officer pulls up my name, they see this lie from this dirty cop, April Chandler, who was obviously involved. She might have been the shooter, the would-be killer that shot me right there, made up that lie and attached it. I mean, it's beyond evil. And here, this was 1:30:12. I was shot 1:28:12. And then Rodriguez, she's the one who tries to personally have me committed because the doctors ain't doing it because I'm cleared by mental health at the hospital. Okay, and these are just extremely dirty cops involved in organized crime, burglary, theft, murders, etc. Okay. The Midland Police Department had been falsely claiming I was crazy after shot burglar alarms gone bad. Acted like I was the only person who was reporting these crimes, but then I started hearing calls on the police scanner for other homeowners, and it wasn't just one; it was a bunch of them. See, 1096. See, they called her crazy. That's what they're doing to everybody. All the crime victims, there's a lot of them. Some people ask, why don't you go up there and expose them? The reason is because police were under my home when I was shot by somebody under my home. Davis, Dickey, Chadwell, Angel, and Hale. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas.